This is GO-MMT Radio.
GO-MMT Radio. Let's set go.
Powered by Make My Trip, Go IB and Redbus. Filmy Friday on GO-MMT Radio.
This is Filmy Friday on GO-MMT Radio. I'm your host Annie. I am back with a long list of what you can binge watch over the weekend. From the theatre releases to OTT platforms, everything that's going to keep you so busy yet leave you with time enough to plan your travels. Well, let me start with saying that I think I have mentioned New Amsterdam last week, which is a series on Netflix, a 2018 series which has Anupam Kher in it. And I am loving every minute of at least season 2 where I've reached. I hear that the last 3 seasons got a bit more emotional for anybody to kind of digest the fact that this can actually be healthcare or hospitals run back in America, because reality is something else. Well, I don't know about that, but so far I think from the cast to the screenwriting to the plot to every episode has left me on the edge. And it's been a really good experience. So if you still haven't caught it, you should. And you will be pleasantly surprised with Anupam Kher's role of a neurologist in this series.
दिल्ली, गुड़गांव और नोएडा वालों, पासपोर्ट निकालो, बैग्स पैक करो, क्योंकि अब फुकवक दूर नहीं. With Make My Trip Holidays, बस 5 घंटे में direct flight from Delhi to Fukwak. सोचो जरा, sky-high cable car ride, crazy wind wonders, wild safari park, Europe-style sunset town, dreamy kiss bridge और धमाकेदार kiss of the sea show. फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स, कपल्स या किड्स, सबके लिए एक ही ट्रिप हिट है. फुकवक विद मेक माई ट्रिप हॉलिडेज. पैराडाइज बस 5 घंटे दूर. You can book directly on Holidays Packages funnel. Limited time period offer is live. Or write an email to fukwak.charter@makemytrip.com.
Be curious to know how things work. Be creative by constantly looking for newer, better ways of achieving results. Be genuine in your care, be it for your colleagues, customers, or business. Hi, I'm Deep, and you're listening to GO-MMT Radio. Head, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
क्वार्टर प्लानिंग तो हो जाएगी, बट वीकेंड प्लानिंग कब करोगे दोस्त?
You serious?
GO-MMT Radio. Let's set go.
Filmy Friday on GO-MMT Radio.
On Filmy Friday, it's time for me to share with you some of the theatre releases that you must go catch on, of course, the big screen. The very first one, something that I'm really waiting to go catch, is the story of mixed martial arts and UFC champion Mark Kerr. Written and directed by Benny Safdie. You know who's playing the lead role of Mark? It is Dwayne Johnson. And if you see his transformation, okay, because there's prosthetics and there's a wig and everything involved, you will be pleasantly surprised. There have been so many accolades coming his way and appreciation as well as criticism that is probably, going to open up the chance for him to land in the Oscar nominees list next year. Dwayne Johnson in The Smashing Machine. Well, the other one that you could go for if you're a big animal lover, especially have dogs for pets, and if horror is your thing. Yeah, the movie's name is Good Boy. A loyal dog moves to a rural family home with his owner, only to discover supernatural forces lurking in the shadows and dark entities threaten his human companion. Now, the brave pup actually fights to protect the one he loves most. Oh my, for the first ever time where a pet or an animal for that matter is involved in a horror movie. I think that's a really catchy plot. Tron Eris. Now, this is a highly sophisticated program, Eris, which is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission. Joaquin Ronning, Evan Peters, Greta Lee, Jeff Bridges and Gillian Anderson, some of the big names in this movie. Again, something that you ideally should be watching on the big screen. Well, that's it when it comes to theatre releases. I've got a load of OTT releases to share with you.
Good morning, Make My Trip. This is Vrinder Sehwag on your very own GO-MMT Radio. Get set, go.
Filmy Friday on GO-MMT Radio.
Going straight to the OTT releases this week, let's start with Victoria Beckham. Now, not only is she Posh Spice from Spice Girls, but she went on to get married to David Beckham and have about 4 to 5 kids. And then also start a super successful fashion brand that is her namesake brand. I've been ogling at the brand. Yeah, I know it sounds very sidey, but it is one of the finest brands, fashion brands, that I have seen in a while. Something that you will fall in love with if you love stilettos on yourselves. That is just one thing actually to pull out of the list of things that are really good with the brand. To the way she's been carrying the brand successfully for the past close to a decade or a little less than a decade actually. So it's kind of a documentary that puts forth how big of a pop culture phenomenon Victoria Beckham has gone on to be. Don't forget to check it out on Netflix. Moving on to an emotional memoir, The Pink Marine Boots is the name of the series. It talks about the tough world of US Marine training during a time when being different meant being in danger. The story follows Cameron, a bullied gay teenager, and his best friend as they enlist in the Marines, and then drills discipline, discrimination. The two discover courage, brotherhood, and a new sense of identity. Nice plot, isn't it? Netflix again. Based on Ruth Ware's best-selling novel, The Woman in Cabin 10 is a chilling psychological thriller directed by Simon Stone. I'm just happy to know that Keira Knightley stars as Laura Blacklock, a travel journalist covering a luxury cruise who becomes convinced she's seen someone thrown overboard, but everyone on the passenger list is accounted for. As Lo begins to question her own mind, paranoia and suspense twist through every corridor of the ship. It looks like an edge-of-your-seat mystery with haunting visuals, good depth, not a bad one, right? Again, to watch on Netflix. Executive produced by horror maestro James Wan, True Haunting is a chilling docu-series that weaves together real-life testimony and atmospheric dramatizations to explore two harrowing paranormal cases. Through interviews and reenactments, viewers are going to see the unexplained events recounted in Eerie Hall and This House Murdered Me movies that you may have watched. Again, if you are a horror genre nerd. You've got to have the appetite to stomach this, really. If you do, then go ahead and watch it, because from the trailer, it looks really tight. Once again, on Netflix. Oh, that's a whole host of shows and movies to watch on Netflix. Why don't you stay tuned? Because I've got a lot more, and this is going to cover most of the Indian releases when I come back on the other side on OTT platforms.
Filmy Friday on GO-MMT Radio.
It's time for the India releases on various OTT platforms. It's Filmy Friday on GO-MMT Radio. Now, the much anticipated next chapter of the YRF Spy Universe War 2. Yeah, you may not have got it on the big screens. If you didn't, that is, now is the time. You've got to watch it on Netflix. It has released. Hrithik Roshan, Junior NTR, high-octane espionage drama, raw agent Kabir Dhaliwal played by Hrithik, going undercover as a traitor to infiltrate the deadly Kali cartel. Everything else I think you've already watched, maybe at least through the trailers. It is something that is going to keep you busy. Moving on to the Naina murder case, where Konkona Sen Sharma takes the lead in this gripping crime thriller as ACP Samyukta Das, a detective ready to transfer out of her department to save her crumbling marriage, until one final case pulls her back, and that is about a teenage girl named Naina who's found murdered. Now, she finds herself unraveling a web of secrets that link her personal life to the case in disturbing ways. Quite a tight, mysterious plot. Watch it on Geo Cinema. Kurukshetra. It's an animated retelling of the Mahabharata, revisiting the 18-day war through the eyes of 18 warriors, each episode exploring their inner battles and moral conflicts. That is such a refreshing perspective and plot, really. With breathtaking visuals and a human touch, Kurukshetra offers a layered take on duty, power and destiny, from the unwavering resolve of Arjuna to the tragedy of Karna. This series blends mythology with emotion for a whole new generation. To watch it on Netflix. With that, I've come to the close of both theatre releases as well as OTT platforms. The best picks that I have lined up for you on the show today. It is Filmy Friday on GO-MMT Radio. I'm coming back on the other side to take you through Social Spotlight.
रिज तुम में है नहीं और अपना बढ़ा लो ना, स्किबिडी सा अपना है ये GO-MMT रेडियो। ओहायो में हमने बनाया 6-7 years चलेगा। लबूबू लेके बैठो, माचा पी लो, ड्रिप पहनो और सुनो गो एमएमटी रेडियो।
So what are you guys talking about?
GO-MMT Radio. Let's go.
Social Spotlight on GO-MMT Radio.
Let's take a look at what's happening on socials for MMT. Let's begin with the parent company and then, of course, move to Kauai Bibo and homestays. So on Make My Trip, if you've not taken a look at this, don't you miss it, because it's Phu Quoc we're talking about, one of the most beautiful places and sought after in Vietnam. A trip that is for as less as, with direct flights to Phu Quoc, by the way, $49,999. Take a look at it and go sell it. Go for it as much as you can, as fast as you can, because this offer is not going to remain for long. Let's take a look at the villain. Do you know that Gulshan Grover is the new villain? And I think he's done an absolutely amazing job in the 100% flight refund on visa rejection promo. Take a look at it, by the way. It is very much on our Insta handle. Direct flights to Germany. If you still haven't heard of it, then you've got to know of it for the very first time right here on Go-MMT Radio. Let's move on to Kauai Bibo. There are international trips under 10,000 rupees. I mean, that is unheard of. And only Kauai Bibo can actually pull it for you. Now, if you've not taken a look at Manali for a while, then MMT has got something really picturesque to offer you. Or to take a look at Kauai Bibo's Insta handle. Also, the full Vasool stay this week is Thailand. Check out the offers that Kauai Bibo has for you. Moving on to homestays, there are romantic getaways where you can actually have your Karwa Chauth. How about doing it a little differently this time? You can transport your entire family if you want all of them around you and make it romantic yet spiritual. Not bad, huh? The Marwar Festival is a very popular festival which is up and coming, and if you want to know of stays around it, some beautiful homestays, because you probably want to go there with your entire family, then you've got to once again take a look at Make My Trip Homestays Insta page. With that, I've come to the close of Social Spotlight today for you, and with that, it is also a wrap on the show. I will be back on Monday with Badhai Ho. Till then, stay cheerful, binge watch all you can over the weekend, and still leave a little bit of time to plan your travels, because traveling, oh, that is everything. This is me, Annie, signing off. Bye-bye.
दिल्ली, गुड़गांव और नोएडा वालों, पासपोर्ट निकालो, बैग्स पैक करो, क्योंकि अब फू क्वक दूर नहीं. With Make My Trip Holidays, बस 5 घंटे में direct flight from Delhi to Phu Quoc. सोचो जरा, sky-high cable car ride, crazy wind wonders, wild safari park, Europe-style sunset town, dreamy kiss bridge और धमाकेदार kiss of the sea show. फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स, कपल्स या किड्स, सबके लिए एक ही ट्रिप हिट है. Phu Quoc with Make My Trip Holidays. Paradise बस 5 घंटे दूर. You can book directly on Holidays Packages funnel. Limited time period offer is live. Or write an email to phuquoc.charter@makemytrip.com.
To listen to your favorite Go-MMT radio from anywhere, follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn and Instagram. Visit the Go-MMT radio page for daily updates and enjoy listening to your favorite radio channel.
GO-MMT Radio. Let's go.
Powered by Make My Trip, Kauai Bibo and Redbus.